Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're all doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So, got some more goodies that I've been listening to that I want to share with everyone. Goes right along with yesterday. If you didn't catch yesterday's episode, just scroll down, check it out. Again, it's all about, when you're ready to heal, you'll get rid of the things that's making you sick. And then another quote that I heard while I was doing my daily routine is everything that's wrong with you is what's stopping you. Okay? Everything that's wrong with you is what's stopping you from basically just being successful or being whatever it is that you want to be or go wherever it is that you want to go. It's the things that's wrong with you that's in your way. It's not another person. It's not life. It's not the cards you were dealt. It's not all these outside sources that people use as a crutch, as an excuse, as a way out, as a way to say why things aren't going their way. It's the individual. And what I like about this stuff, and this is basically what I'm sharing, is this personal development stuff that I listen to on a daily basis, comes from a lot of different sources. Comes from books, comes from, again, I listen to YouTube videos on a daily basis. I actually don't listen to the podcast like app. I actually like to watch the videos of people. I feel like I get more energy from that, like watching the actual person speak versus just, listening to it from an app on a podcast. But anyways, just listening to that, someone say that like that, it just hits home, right? It's not anything else. It's not anyone else. It's not your parents, not friends, not a significant other. It's not life. It's you. It's the individual that is in the way. Once you fix certain things in your life, everything starts to just get better. And again, it sounds like I'm just repeating the thing, and I am, but because it's the same thing. Again, because I always talk to people. I never ask people, hey, what's wrong with you? Like you need to tell me something, maybe you should tell me your feelings. Maybe you should tell me what's going on in your life. People randomly just come up to me and just share a lot of things with me. And a lot of the times what it is the individual themselves just not being disciplined and dedicated and committed to just being better versions of themselves. And they're allowing, it could be alcohol, it could be, drugs, it could be cigarettes, it could be fast food, it could be, some people love to shop and just swipe credit cards and not pay them off in the 30 days that they're supposed to. And they acquire all this interest on stuff that they bought a year or 2 years ago. They go on the weekends and party too much and go to bed late, and it drags on into the next day, and then by the time the midweek comes, then you start feeling better, and the next it's trying to drink again, and then you repeat the process, and it's just all these things over and over and over again that just continue to get in the way, which it has nothing to do with anything else but the individual themselves. And so once we start fixing what's wrong with us, again, it could be staying up too late, sleeping in is to me is a I don't know how many people I talk to were like, man, I'm like, if you sleep into 8 o'clock, that's late. That is late. Like, you're missing the morning. You're missing the day. And people are like, man, you're crazy, man. Like I need to sleep in. Now, if you work second shift and you got out at 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, that's completely different. I'm talking about like first shift people staying up to all hours of the night, and then they sleep in all hours of to the afternoon and miss the whole morning. I can't connect with people like that. I can't relate to anything like that because my body wakes up early. I'm not a 3, 4, 4:30, 5 a.m. guy like Jocko or anything like that. But I am a 5:45, 5:50, 6 a.m. guy. I like to be up. Like right now, it's the time is changing when the sun comes up. So I'm up just before the sun starts to break, and I love that. Okay, I got the pool in the backyard. I got a waterfall. I have coffee. I'll go outside. Just kind of just get the mind right, and then hit the YouTube video. Start listening to things I listen to. Take my dogs for a walk. I'm outside. I'm exercising. I'm moving my body. Things start to get in motion, and that's how the day starts. Where if I was asleep into 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, and I didn't work second shift and I just went to bed late at 2, 3 o'clock watching movies, playing video games, that would be a problem. That'd be a major problem because I'm not being productive. So I feel good in the sense that, like, okay, I have these things in a routine in order, and these things help me get to the next thing and to the next thing and to the next thing. But if I'm allowing things to keep me up late and I'm staying up late and I'm sleeping in later, and now those things that I need to get to, I'm not getting to them because I'm just wasting time watching whatever's on TV or whatever, playing video games or whatever people do at, all hours of the night. So, for some people, I was talking to someone yesterday about this. I was like, hey, you got a credit card? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, you should. You're going to want to buy a car one day. You're going to want to buy a house one day. You're going to start a family. You're going to have to ask people to co-sign for you. And a lot of people aren't going to do that because you haven't established credit. The bank don't want to give you any money. No one else wants to ruin their credit, have you ruin their credit. So it's going to be hard to build anything. So what's stopping you, what's wrong with you is why aren't you getting these things fixed now? And so many people just use their debit card and they just swipe away and they don't use their credit to build their credit score up and establish a history of paying things off and showing people that you're responsible. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you this money, this item right now, and then you're gonna pay me back in the time that you're supposed to, and then I'm gonna keep giving you things, and you go on the exchange that happens, and as a result, you get to buy a nice car, a nice house. You get to buy things for your family, for yourself, so on and so forth. Where I have to repeat that so many times to so many people because so many people aren't taught those kind of things. Again, it could be your health. As a jiu-jitsu coach, that's probably like the biggest thing for people when they come in. It's very rare that I have someone come in and they're already in like tip-top shape and eat super healthy and super clean and drink a lot of water and go to bed early and they're just beasts. It's very, very rare. I have students like that, but that's not the most students. The most average person that comes in, I would say, to most jiu-jitsu academies is people that are unhealthy, don't drink a lot of water, don't eat the right foods. I got a big trash can in the by the mat area. It's not only for trash, it's for people that throw up because they come in, they try the class out, they haven't moved their body like that for however long, and then they've eaten whatever they ate before class and it wasn't good, it was greasy, fried foods, whatever, and then they gotta go throw up, or they go throw up in my bathroom, and it's just the same repetitive process. Well, if they were to fix that, things would be better, right? So everything that's wrong with you is what's stopping you. So if you want to be better financially, stop with the overspending, get your budget right, get a credit card, establish some good credit. You want to get healthier, stop with the fast food, the sodas and everything else. I remember one time I had a student like, oh, I just got to have my Cokes. I mean, you just have to have those Cokes every day. And they weren't like a regular 12-ounce Coke. It was like a super big gulp 7-Eleven big Coke, They had to have their Cokes. Well, I mean, imagine what that's doing to your health day in and day out. You want to get better, get rid of the things that's in your way, like that kind of stuff there. So a lot of times, I was telling my students last night, I'm checking the time because I got to get out of here, but not everyone has both parents. Some people come to me and they've had a broken up home growing up. Had either the dad or the mom, or maybe they didn't have both. Now, I can't really speak from experience on something like that because I do have both my parents, and I still do. I'm lucky enough to still have them. But like I was telling some of the people that I've talked to in the past with situations like that, that still doesn't give you an out or an excuse or a way to like mess your life up and not get it right. Okay, once you get to a certain age and to a certain point, right is right and wrong is wrong. Do the right things and things go right for you. Do the wrong things and things go wrong for you. And once people get that understood, then things just start to get better. And if you're around the right people, the right mentors, the right atmosphere, the right network of mindsets and people, then things will just go in the right direction. So I have I wouldn't say a lot, but I have a good handful of students like that where like they just weren't dealt good cards in the very beginning. but they somehow find their way to me. And my job as a coach is not just to teach them jiu-jitsu, is to help them with that other thing that's in their way, you know, and to show them that life can be better, it should be better, and it would be better, and it's going to be better if they fix the things that's wrong with them, like their mentality, the way they talk about themselves, the way they talk about how life is dealt them this way or that way, the way, whatever the problem is, when we fix what's wrong with us, you know, everything starts to go the right way. Okay. So hope that helps someone out there just going through certain things, whatever, you know, stop with the excuses and you know, the ways out of things. Find your way into things, find your way into better things, and things will just be better. All right, guys, got to go. Catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.